Hey guys, Mike from Wrestling Then and Now. Thanks so much for checking out the YouTube channel and for all your support. If you haven't already, please click subscribe. I have so much content coming up. You don't want to miss anything. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like. It really does help my channel grow.
What's it like winning the tag team belts for the first time?
That was cool because it was kind of quick, and it was against Rob and Kane, so it was a big deal.
Right.
We look good. We look apart. The gimmick was cool, but it was a big deal. Those are two big major draws, so it was a serious, and I think we were taking seriously because we were one of the rare matching tag team. It was a dead division when we came back. There was no more Hardys. There was no more, I think there was Team Angle on the other side.
Right.
Beside that, there was no tag team. So they tried to recreate that around us, and they need a big heel team. After that, the Dudleys came along, and Rosie and Hurricane. We had a good run with them. But all those Edge and Christian was already split up. Hardys was split up. There was nothing left, so they had to build new ones. So we were lucky to be there. And with the war and everything, the timing was just phenomenal to be French.
How'd you like working with Tess and Scott Steiner?
I fucking hated Tess. Tess was so stiff. He broke my nose twice in the same match.
Oh, wow.
He actually fixed it too, like one side and one side, but he was stiff. But that was just paying dues. Fucking jobber. Okay, Andrew. Yeah. And it's funny, Steiner never had an issue, always soft as a feather. Like the guy, we actually work in Europe together also. He was fucking easy slide. Yeah, you're going over tonight. No problem. Very nice. No problem with Steiner.
Dudleys?
I like working there. Well, they were a good tag team. They were great baby face. I love working with Devon. Devon had great timing. Bubba was really creative. But I was good. I was physically good, but I was not a sound back then when we were working with them with the psychology. So, and sometimes their psychology was not A, B, C, D, it was A, D, F, come back to C, and it's fine, it works. But so I had a hard time to follow, to be honest, at one period. Affect my reputation, but I guess I actually want to quit at one point. I said, fuck, I don't need this. It's fucking horrible. It's not fun. And I didn't have fun with Renee on the road. But it all cleared up, and we spoke, and we had great SummerSlam. And what was the other big show we had when they won the belt? I think it was SummerSlam. But I was fucking 3 months in the business. So that's it. I was never good at remembering spot. I'm good. If you call it, no problem. Fucking remembering 23 punch, kick, backdrop, feet up. Just call it to me. I fucking take anything. But so I had a hard time that memory, A, B, C, D. So, no, after that, I was fine.
How'd you like teaming with Rob?
Oh, that was fun. I have a fucking blast with Rob because I broke my neck, and we brought Rob along. Rob was supposed to be a stunt for one Raw episode, and I brought the idea to Bubba. I said, "What about if he's with us and swerve you?" He's like, "Fuck, Sly, that's good." And he went to Johnny Ace, told him the idea, told him it was my idea. So I thought that was very professional from him to give me the credit, and we roll with it. And I think we stretched the story for another couple of weeks, all the way we can use it for SummerSlam to have a big payoff there for the fans. It worked great. They had Spike, we had Rob, so we had a 6-way and we had 4 ways. It was easy story, and Rob was more a teacher than Renee. Renee didn't want to fucking teach me nothing. But Rob was good, and we took our time. He picked up my strength and his weaknesses, and we worked together to cover each other. And he was sound. Rob was fucking great, So it was good. We had everybody remember me and Renee, but Live Resistance was me and Rob for 3 years. We were champion 80% of the time. So my real run was with Rob.
I met Rob one time, and he had a lot of nice things to say about you. I remember he said that you were really good at just thinking outside the box for things. Like you had like a Sunday Night Heat match, you had like 8 minutes with two enhancement guys, and Rob's sitting there thinking, well, how do we have a 8 minute match with enhancement guys? We're the tag team champions. And you went to Stephanie and said, Stephanie, why don't we cut a promo before the match? And she's like, perfect. I love it. Rob just said you were really good at thinking of
Well,
alternative ways to do things.
I always been creative, and I was very comfortable with a mic and an audience. For me, I was more comfortable doing that than walking into catering for some reason.
Yeah.
Fits out, makes sense. So yeah, and Rob was mature enough to listen, to understand, and yes, yes, no, and apply my idea to a wrestling match because Rob had the knowledge that I did not have at the time. So it was a good mix. It was a good mix, and we had fun. I had fun. I was smiling. We were laughing. Fucking stories on the road with them. It was great. Well, really good time. So it was a blessing for me because when I broke my neck, Rob tagged along with Renee, but they jobbed for like 4 or 5 months. And I was in OVW after my rehab. And I'm pretty sure they want to let me go. But I told JR, I said, JR, I know we have OVW house show, but I'm not on the card yet. I feel fine, but they didn't put me on the card. I understand I didn't deserve it yet. But I would like to see WrestleMania live. It's number 20. I'm still a fan. I'm going to pay my fare. Can I take the weekend off? He said, yeah, no problem. So I pay my fare, got a hotel room over there. And I'm in the green room and I'm talking to somebody and my back is turned and I received the hardest slap I ever got in my wrestling career. And
Vince.
where? Right on my neck.
Um,
And I'm not a nervous guy, so I just slowly, like in a Steven Seagal movie back in the 90s, turn around. And it was Vince. Hey, how are you, Sly? Welcome back. He didn't never say Sly, Sylvain. And hi, okay, good. I'm happy. Yeah, thanks. I took some time off from WW. Ha ha ha. Okay, that was it. The next Monday Night Raw was on TV.
wow.
So that was a
It's crazy
test.
how that
Test my neck. Kid is okay. Let's put him back on TV.
nice.
Because after Mania, they make switches and So I was back, went back on Raw, me and Rob. Renee went on SmackDown, do his thing. Perfect.
Yeah, it's a win-win. How'd you break your neck?
Table. We used to do the power
Oh.
bomb from the second row with Bubba. We did it fucking 40 times. And for some reason, I was 3.5 pounds lighter than Renee, so I had to take it every night. Yeah.
Renee.
No, but that was not Renee's decision, to his defense. So
Oh,
anyway, let the green guy pay for it. But
right.
it didn't really hurt, to be honest. It was pretty safe. But there's one of those time, couple inches, and we cleared the table too much, and instead of landing right in the middle, that's the mat. And instead of landing like that or like that, I just land more this way, and I felt it right away. But thank God it's the end of the match.
Right.
So I can't lay there for 5 minutes, but I was fine. I was feeling everything, but I was like, something feels wrong. I don't know what it is,
Right.
but something feels wrong. So I move out. I was like, something is wrong. It's like, am I straight or didn't know what, but I was in pain for like a couple of weeks until I got to Madison Square Garden. I remember we had a big promo and we had a lot of heat. We had a police escort to go in and out. People want to kill us.
Oh.
There was threat about us. The war was
Wait,
serious in New York.
And you're still working on this neck.
Yeah, but I don't know
Okay.
anything yet.
Got it. Okay.
So I go, and I don't know if you've been backstage, Madison Square Garden, but it's a big fucking building and it's underground. So the doctor's office, doctor from New York, they all have different doctors at TV, is far from everybody catering Vince's office. I'm like, I can go in. Nobody's going to see me. Go there. I said, Doc. And I remember I had some, like a red dot or a red pimple. I said, you see that? It hurts me. And he just touched my neck with his thumb. He said, there. I said, yeah. He said, oh, you got a broken neck. I was like, come on, Doc. He said, no, I'm serious. What the fuck? I'm fine.
No X-ray, no nothing. You have a broken neck.
Touch me. So you go, that's his job. So you turn around, go see Johnny. He said, this kid has a broken neck. I said, what? What the fuck? I said, well, I'm in pain, but not that much. And now I feel bad. So now they send me to Louisville to do X-ray. The guy said, yeah, you got two fractured discs. But they're very small, so you won't have an issue. 6 weeks, you're fine. Okay. But we're champion. So I keep working on the show, but I just go in, couple of kicks, go out. I did that for 6 weeks. So finally, it's time to start taking bump again. Man, it's painful.
Right.
It's fucking painful. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So now I'm flying back to Montreal after the show. I'm like, I want to find out for myself. So I went to get an MRI on my turn. Not an X-ray, an MRI. So I take the MRI, do the fucking and doctor came out and said, so you told me you're a wrestler. I said, yeah. When's the last time you wrestled? I said, last night. But, it's still painful. He said, you have a broken neck. I said, yeah, well, it was broken 2 months ago, but he said I should. He said, no, you have 2 ruptured discs. I was like, okay. And now, because I kept moving, the spinal cord was actually getting out of the disc. So anyway, long story short, it was not good. So now they send me to Texas, the whole process. Am I going to get a fusion? Am I going to get a surgery? Didn't get a surgery. I didn't have to. We took medication, therapy, and everything. It worked out. But yeah, that's how it all happened. That break, Rob come in because of my neck, and come back at WrestleMania 20 after New York. So after that, we were on the go for 2 years, nearly 3 with Rob as a tag champ. So it was fun. That time was great.